Go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tailgate Talk. We're your hosts, David and Nick. Nick, say hi to the people.
What's up, everybody?
We've got Joe back in the house again. Gonna give us some picks, both basketball and football, because I was stupid and didn't put all the games that were going on this week for the bowl games. So we're gonna give you guys a full slate of games this today. So without further, Joe, did you say hi to the people?
Not yet. Hello, everyone.
I'm moving. I'm trying to get quick here. Here we go. Without further ado, locks of the week. Nick, you want to give us a little bit of preview on your lock?
Yeah, so my lock is going to be St. John's over Florida State. Florida State struggling out of the gate, 3-9, giving up more points than they score. St. John's has looked pretty good this year, 10-1 record, only lost at Iowa State. So give me St. John and kind of a somewhat upset. The game's in Sunrise, not at Florida State. So I think that St. John's goes into enemy territory and gets a dub.
Yeah,
Joe?
for me, lock of the week is Xavier over Georgetown. Georgetown is a pitiful program. They are in the Big East. I said I was trying to stick to Big East games here. And Patrick Ewing, he's trying to get fired. So Georgetown over, or Xavier over Georgetown every day of the week. Give it to me.
I'm going with Miami over St. Francis, Pennsylvania. I just feel like Miami's getting in a bit of a groove, so I'm gonna go roll with them over what I hope is a better lock game than last week when I picked my Tigers over Loyola Chicago and the Sister Jeans went out and spanked Clemson. So I'm trying to right the ship there.
Well, you can't pick against Sister Jean. That's just a sin.
Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Next up, we got our pick'em. Nick.
So I got Arizona over Tennessee. Both teams looking pretty good this year. Tennessee has rebounded from that inexplicable loss to Colorado in resounding fashion. But give me the Wildcats. They're averaging 92 a game, which is just unreal. Games in Tucson as well. I just think that it's going to be a heavyweight battle. It'll honestly be one of the best games to watch all year. But give me Arizona at home. I think the Wildcats pull this out in a close one.
Yeah, Arizona definitely has the best offense, and that leads me to my pick. The pick 'em, I'll take a pick 'em every single day. When it comes to small conferences, I have no idea anything about. But give me Oral Roberts. Max Abrams was National Player of the Year candidate coming into this year. Small school, think they can reach the NCAA tournament again, so I'll take them in the pick 'em.
Yeah, my pick'em I think is slightly in favor of me than I realized earlier in the week. It looked like the ESPN match predictor was a little bit close, and since then the analytics have started swaying more towards NC State. So I'm going with the Wolfpack over Vanderbilt. NC State 9-3 so far this year. They're coming off of beating Furman 92-73 but what a couple weeks ago. And then, but before that, they lost to Miami, and lost to Pitt a couple weeks before that too. So, just think that they need to get back on on track a little bit more, and so I think they're going to get on track with Vanderbilt coming into town. Um, yep. Upsets, Nick.
Yeah, so this one is going to be close for me as well. Alabama coming off that win over Houston 2 games ago. But something about Gonzaga, just they're averaging 7 steals a game. I feel like something about this just makes me feel like it's going to be the Zags pulling this one out. So give me Gonzaga over Bama again in a close one. I wouldn't be surprised if Alabama makes me eat my words, but I'm going to go with the Zags.
Yeah, Alabama has one of the best players in the country right now, and whatever Brandon Miller,
Yeah.
he's a stud. I saw him on Instagram the other day. His highlights are phenomenal. He looks like an all around three tool player, who can score from all three levels. So that'll be an interesting game for sure. This one was an easy one. Upset of the week. I can't believe I'm saying this is an upset considering where we started the season. Everyone talking about how this UNC team could be one of the best ever, but they've fell off recently. I think they get back on track here against a 22nd or 24th ranked Ohio State. Give me
23rd.
23rd. I was right in the middle. Give me UNC Tar Heels to win handedly here. I mean, Armando Baycott, Caleb Love, everyone in between, Leaky Black. Give me everybody. Give me everybody from the UNC.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm picking UNC over Ohio State too. I mean, UNC just had a rough stretch where Iowa State, Alabama, Indiana, Virginia Tech. That Alabama game going into four OTs. Yeah, I think UNC is gonna they started to find their groove again against Georgia Tech in the Citadel. This game's in Madison Square Garden. It's a huge game. I think they get up for it. So give me the heels. Then our over under, Nick.
Yeah, so this might be, along with that Arizona Tennessee game, one of the best games of the weekend. Fifth ranked Houston versus second ranked Virginia.
Yeah.
Both these teams have built their identity on defense. Houston's averaging 9.2 steals a game. Virginia at 7, both hovering around 5.5 blocks per game. Houston's only given up less than 50 points per game. Virginia at 57.9. So give me the under. I feel like it's going to be a great game full of defensive struggle. I think both teams are going to want to slow this down. I'm excited to watch it, but normally I like picking the over just because I like points, but I feel like this has the making of an under. So give me the under.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting game for sure. They literally have a player of the year candidate still in Marcus Sasser. So it's going to be interesting if Virginia can kind of contain him in any way, shape, or form. Give me the under as well for that game. But my over under this week was Xavier over Xavier Georgetown. The over under was 156.5, which is way too high. If there's an over under in the 150s, usually I'm taking the under, especially with Georgetown not being able to even dribble a basketball, let alone probably score the basketball. Uh, Give me the under here. It's an easy one.
Yep. I'm picking Notre Dame, Georgia. Couldn't find an over under, so talked with Nick. I think we looked at their averages for points per game, points against, and factoring that in feels like 140 feels like a pretty good average line for them. I think it's going to go over. I think that this is going to be a good game. They're in State Farm Arena on Sunday night or Sunday afternoon. I'm hoping to see some shootout, a little bit of fireworks with this game. So that's my pick for there over with Notre Dame and Georgia. And that closes out our basketball segment here. We'll switch gears to the remainder of the bowl games that I did not remember to pick. So here we go with that. First game, guys, we've got Cincinnati against Louisville in the which bowl is this? You guys know which bowl this is?
Let me look it up.
Doesn't
Uh,
say in Bowl Mania.
I
The
don't know.
Wasabi Fenway Bowl at
Oh yeah.
Fenway in Boston.
Fenway Pat.
Oh,
Nick, who you got?
Cincinnati, as you can see, I have it with 31 confidence points. I just Louisville lost their coach to the other sideline. I feel like Cincinnati is probably just gonna take care of business. So give me the Bearcats in this one.
yeah, for me, this one was probably one of the tougher ones in the entire conference bowl game selections that we did. Both teams have lost their coaches. Both teams not really having a lot to play for at this point in the season. I almost went with Louisville just because of their head coach. They have a good head coach coming in. I think they want to go up on the upswing, but I'll take the Bearcats here. Last year they were in the Final Four teams, so give me them on just based on that.
I'm rolling with the Cardinals. Nick, you're right. Louisville lost their coach to Cincinnati. Cincinnati also lost their coach to somewhere else.
Wisconsin.
So both teams going with interim head coaches for this game. I think that it's a toss up here. I think that both teams are going to match up well. I think it's going to go back and forth. So my confidence on my pick is relatively low, but give me the Cardinals here. Next up, we've got Jackson State against I'm trying to remember this one.
North Carolina Central.
I think it's what is North Carolina Central on Saturday at 12 p.m. Nick, who you got on this game?
Yeah, with Dion moving on, a lot of people I feel like would be a little worried about it, but give me Jackson State. TC Taylor, the new head coach there, he spent a couple years on their offensive side of the ball as a staff member, former player at Jackson State. I just feel like whoever didn't go to Colorado with Dion and want to prove that they're still very good. They're there for a reason. So I think Jackson State wins this one.
Yeah, in that same token, I think that the players who are going to go to Colorado and follow Dion, or if they do play, the ones that do play are going to want to prove something, and kind of put one last stamp on that Jackson State fiasco. So give me Jackson State here. I know nothing about the other team, but I know Jackson State is a competent football team this year and last year. So give me them. Roll Jaguars maybe, but roll Jackson State.
Roll
Tigers.
JSU.
Tigers. Close enough.
I'm going with Jackson State as well. I think Dion still was talking about having some kind of presence with this game, talking about having stuff to do to finish. So I'm going with Jackson State still on this. I think that they've got the swagger. There's a reason that they were undefeated. They still got really good players. Not all of them that are really good have gone to Colorado. And I'm really not quite sure who has kind of opted out of the game because they transferred out. They're planning on transferring out. I don't know if that's really come out yet or not. I know there are some expectations about um, Dion's son and Travis Hunter. So we'll uh, we'll see where it goes. But I'm going to roll with Jackson State here with a decently mid confidence of 25. Next up, we've got Florida against Oregon State. Nick, who you got in this game?
My confidence points are not 43.
Those are my confidence points.
Yeah, mine are 14.
Sorry. I'll fix
So
it after this.
you just want everyone to know I'm not fully sold on this one. Give me Oregon State. Florida, I don't want to bring his name up just because he is a despicable human being, but their backup quarterback is not going to be playing in this game because he is not on the team anymore. Anthony Richardson declared for the draft. I just don't know who Florida's third string quarterback is. So give me Oregon State. They've had a great year, number 14 in the country. I think they win this one pretty easily.
What happened with their second string quarterback?
So, son of John Kitna, he was arrested for having inappropriate images and
that was him. Okay, 10-4.
yeah.
Yeah, give me
This is a family friendly show, Nick.
yeah,
That's why
sorry.
I was very easy with
Didn't
it.
mean to lead you into that one. I did hear about that. I didn't realize it was Florida. Give me Oregon State, 43 confidence points here. You have a ranked versus an unranked team. Florida has looked down and out this year against anybody competent who, in college football. Anthony Richardson declaring wasn't that good to begin with. Their backup quarterback not being there. Now they're on a third stringer. That makes me all the more confident in my 43 points and confidence. And this team, this Oregon State team has been physical all year long. So I let them dominate Florida.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with Oregon State as well. Go Beavers. Let's eat some gator. Washington State, Fresno State. Nick, who you got here?
I picked against Fresno State no, wait. I don't know if I did or not. Either way, I'm not picking against them again. Give me Fresno State. I feel like they are riding in hot. 15 points. Just I feel good about this one. Give me the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Washington State's kind of been up and down. I feel like all season. I mean, I haven't really watched a lot of Washington State football. I'm gonna be quite honest with you, but I feel like every time I look, they're either winning or losing, and they're kind of very back and forth this season. I will take Fresno State and the legend of the Carr family, David and Derek. Give me Fresno State Bulldogs.
Agree, guys. We're not going against Fresno State again. Fresno State. Next up, we've got Rice, Southern Miss. This game Saturday at 5:45 p.m. If you want to tune in on ESPN, it looks like. Nick, who you got here?
Quick note about Southern Miss: Billy Wiles, former Clemson quarterback, is transferring there after the season. Rice, I think, is the only 5-win team going bowling. So give me Southern Miss. I think that they're gonna. I mean, a team has 5 wins for a reason. So give me Southern Miss.
Yeah, same for me. Same for all of the things that Nick just said. Just give me the. I'm gonna add that. Give me the legend of Nick Mullins, the former San Francisco 49er great. I think his legend is going to live on during this bowl game as well.
Go. I think they're what the Golden Eagles,
Yeah, I believe that's
right?
correct.
Yeah.
Go Golden Eagles or whatever bird they want to be. They're gonna go all. They're gonna take down Rice. Uh,
Go
9 points
Birds.
for me. What?
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Well, Rice is also birds. They're the owls.
Oh,
You just
wow.
got. You're a Giants fan, and you just said "Go Birds." That's crazy.
I'm not a Giants fan.
No, David did.
Oh,
Crazy.
That hurts. All right, next up, we got SMU BYU. Nick, who you got?
I have not been high on BYU whatsoever at all this year. So give me SMU. Uh, just yeah, I just something about gut feeling.
yeah. For me, give me BYU. It's pretty simple. BYU in the beginning of the season had a lot of hope and a lot of expectation. They didn't really live out to that. I feel like they had a very tough schedule this year, and if they didn't play as many difficult teams, I think they would have been in much better shape. I don't think SMU is going to be one of those difficult teams that they're going to play this year. I think they played much better talent. Give me BYU over SMU.
Yeah, I think this game's going to be close, indicated by my confidence points being just at 7. Why Joe has 2 7s, we're going to have to figure that out.
Put that on our
Um,
technical producer.
yeah, that's on me. But I'm going with BYU. BYU coming out with some fresh uniforms for this game, black on black with some sweet blue helmets. So give me BYU here. Next up, North Texas, Boise State. Guys, can I just go ahead and share this all? I think we all know where we're going on this one, right?
Yeah, I don't think
Boise State,
anyone can
right?
tactic.
Boise State.
Yep. I just think that Boise State outmatches North Texas, so I think that was pretty simple.
Yeah, it's a league of their own. They're not even in the same league. They should not be playing. It's a charity matchup.
Are they? My question is, are they in the Idaho Potato Bowl?
Let me
We
look.
know that.
They are playing in the Frisco Bowl in Frisco, Texas.
So no Smurf turf for them. Oh well.
Thank God. Hurts my eyes.
The Idaho Potato Bowl is Eastern Michigan and San Jose State.
Well, that comes up later in the day in the show.
Yeah.
Yukon Marshall. Who you got, Nick?
Credit to UConn for getting to a bowl game, but I think Marshall wins this one pretty handily.
Yeah, give me the Thundering Herd. They embarrassed Notre Dame on their own turf. I don't think UConn is going to outmatch them.
I agree. Go Herd. Now we've got San Jose State, Eastern Michigan. This one's at the Idaho Potato Bowl, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah. All right, Nick, who you got here?
Give me San Jose State. I originally had Eastern Michigan, but I don't know. Just these games, I don't really know too much about the teams playing, but I'm gonna try to go with my gut, and my gut's telling me San Jose State.
Yes, same for me. I don't know anything about Eastern Michigan, but I've heard of San Jose State. They're kind of two basketball schools, so this one's a toss up. Heads or tails. I chose San Jose State.
Give me Eastern Michigan. This is in Idaho. It's gonna be cold. San Jose's out in the West Coast. Eastern Michigan used to that lake effect. I'm gonna take the upset. I'm gonna take the upset here. I'm gonna go with Eastern Michigan, um, and give myself some 13 points. And then, oh, sorry, Nick. Next pick.
Ruin my pick. Give
Toledo,
me
Toledo
Toledo.
Liberty.
It's because you threw shade at him before. He's intentionally sharing your picks before you say it now.
Well, I'm gonna throw more. No, it's close to a lake. I was gonna say Eastern Michigan's not really close to a lake, but give me Toledo. I picked against him before. I don't want to make that mistake again. Toledo or Liberty's losing their head coach. Give me the Rockets.
Yeah, I think Liberty still has a lot of talent on their roster. I have not kept up with Liberty's opt-outs or opt-ins or whatever the hell. But give me Liberty here. I'm going against the Rocket Ships one more time. Let it ride.
Give me Toledo in this one. And our final pick, we've got Western Carolina versus South Alabama.
Yeah,
Or
so
Western
this one,
Kentucky, not Carolina. What the hell am I saying?
It's past your bedtime, Dave.
It is past my bedtime. Nick kept me up having to go to a movie, keep us up. We were supposed to be already done with this an hour ago, and here I am, cranky, upset, packing to go to leave for Christmas tomorrow.
you still talking?
It's a long night, guys. It's a long night. I got everything wrong with all the
You're
confidence
coming home.
points. I'm
Just think about
sad.
this. Just think about this. You're coming home to see your cousins, okay, and your nana.
I'm not going to New Jersey, dude.
That's
You're not coming
brutal.
to. I thought
I'll
you were
be
coming to
here.
New Jersey.
I am.
No, I'm going to I'm going to my wife's family.
Oh,
I'll be there.
oh,
Way to rub salt in the wound, Joe.
sorry. Well, you should. That was a bad decision on your part. You should have told the wife, "Hey, we're going to Jersey. Pack your bags."
Don't think that would go well. Nick, who you got?
Nice. This one, it's interesting because South Alabama is a 4.5 point favorite as of right now, but the ESPN matchup predictor is 58.7% in Western Kentucky's favor. I'm gonna go with South Alabama. You know, the game's in New Orleans. Alabama's closer to New Orleans than Kentucky is, so just proximity. Give me the South Alabama team.
Yeah,
Jaguars.
I don't remember what I picked here. Can you show my pick? I think I chose Western Kentucky. I think no. Okay,
Oh,
excellent. Excellent. Shocking myself. I will go with my gut. I don't know why I picked this game or why I chose this game, but we will be choosing those Wildcats. They look feisty.
Jaguars.
How about you bet Nick that he didn't see the South in the Alabama and just went off that?
Yeah, well,
Uh,
you guys are a little bit scarred from Alabama, okay? So
I'm
what
picking
happened
South
last time
Alabama. I
Alabama
like
played
their
Notre
match.
Dame?
No, no idea what I want to do for this game, so I just went with that South Alabama because I like the logo more. So that's gonna be my philosophy when I have zero idea. Is just pick the cooler logo. So that's my pick there. Well, that's it. I completely messed up half the points. What else is new? Thank you all for joining in. And as always, go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
go Irish, and for basketball, go Pirates. I have to start adding that now.